Hi, John here with a Transformers pickup video and general waffle, just to explain stuff. So just getting straight into business. The first pickup, now these pickups are probably from June onwards up until a couple of weeks ago. Don't worry, there's not that many, there's about 5. I've been very selective with the Transformers I've purchased, only really getting the ones that I want, except one figure, but I'll get onto him throughout the video. First figure I got, one I really wanted and wanted since I seen the promotion pictures, was Generations Rat Trap. Well, his alt mode's a bit pants because he has a shell form. I mean, you can only do so much with the alt mode. His robot mode is the real reason why I wanted him, and to be honest, that's the way that I display most of my Transformer figures. I do like how they've given him a clear gun and it does detach into 2 pieces, and also a bomb as well, which is hidden in his wrist, just like in the show, and he is very show accurate. And I do like the attempt at light piping, it just didn't work. That's the reason why his guns and other weapon is clear, because they use the same plastic for his head, his light piping system. They use the same plastic for that. The next figure I picked up, I actually picked up at a car boot sale for 50p, and it's a Armada Demolisher. I always thought, I've seen this figure in pictures, like in places like for sale on eBay and stuff like that, and I always thought he was a Generations figure, because he does really look like a Generations figure. I always assumed the Armada toy was quite a big chunky beast like the Cyclonus and other sort of Decepticons in that line, but I was quite shocked to find he is just from the Armada line. He is obviously missing his minicon and missiles, but for 50p you can't really argue at that price, and apart from that he's in pretty good nick. All the joints are stiff and tight with minimal paint wear. The next figure I have here is, it's given me a little bit of buyer's regret. Now, I mean, I didn't actually pay money out of my own funds for this figure, as silly as that sounds. I'd sold quite a bit on eBay, and my purchases will be coming very minimal for reasons I'll explain at the end of this video. So I thought, if I'm going to get figures, I'm going to get really decent ones, and ones that will keep me occupied for a long time. However, this one just for some reason didn't fit in the bill. It's only recently that I've started to feel this way, particularly after Hasbro released the Combiner Wars images at the San Diego Comic Con. It's TFC's Not Razor Claw, aka Neiman. It's a good figure. It has its flaws, namely the torso doesn't lock in like that. I mean, the torso will lock in when you use him for the main body of Predaking, and it does lock in his alt mode, but not in his robot mode. My hand, this fist here, falls off quite easily. I don't know why. Just poor QC, I guess. Is a third party figure. And I mean, a lot of people don't like the head sculpt in this figure, but I do. I think it makes him a little bit more different from the proper Predaking. The reason I've got this one over the other variants that are out there, the Unique Toys and the Mastermind Creations one that everybody seems to be going for, is because his alt mode. I really like his alt mode, and the rest of them, while they might share moulds, they've been differentiated enough to look a lot different, while I find the rest of the sort of Mastermind Creation figures haven't been. But now I have this figure in hand, I just don't know. I mean, maybe it's because he isn't an official Transformer and I know that. There's just something I can't place in it, because basically, apart from those flaws that I put on, his build quality is a lot better than any sort of retail Hasbro product you can buy at the moment. He feels heavy, his plastic is excellent quality, but something just is niggling me. So I don't know if I'm going to keep this figure. Even though I just got him recently, I might end up reselling him and putting him the funds I get from this figure towards more Hasbro product, ironically, probably mainly the Masterpiece Wheeljack and Bumblebee. I need to think on it a little bit more. I might just maybe be getting too much involved in the hype of the new actual official Hasbro figures coming out, not just the combiners, the RC, the little Power Glide, and other figures as well. But this figure for me is I'm humming and a hawing. Will I get rid of it? Well, they're not. And the last figure I've picked up, and this is my most recent purchase. I've already posted pictures of them on the TF Transformers YouTube community and Instagram and places like that. You'll know who it is, and you'll know I certainly have no buyer's regret if you know me well enough. It's the RID Ultra Magnus, and as you may or may not know, I'm a big Ultra Magnus fan. I have a shelf just full of Ultra Magnus figures, and my creed for collecting Ultra Magnus figures is it's not just white Optimus Prime repaints, it has to be standalone Ultra Magnus figures, particularly in the red, white and blue deco. And this figure's complete. I do have his weapon with the missiles. That's it there. Mahusive weapon, as Ben's Collectibles would say. It is complete. It did come in the box. The box wasn't complete. The box was a bit bashed. I think it just aged really. You know, the plastic window was falling off, so I just cut out the collector's card and threw the box away because I'm not a mint in box collector. He's one of the figures that seem to go for quite a lot on eBay now. I got lucky and got him under £20. And again, that's because I had the money in my PayPal account. I went and bidded on him just with the sales of previous items. That's how I got the TFC Neiman figure. Well, this guy is a figure I've wanted for a good couple of years. The cheapest I had seen him prior to this, when he was mint in box, was on Sid's Transformers Facebook page, where I was selling a lot of his collection, but at the time I was moving house and couldn't afford it, and by the time I could it was sold. But I waited and limited myself. Like, I wasn't going to pay more than £20 for this figure, and just by luck and some snipe bidding, which I do manually, I don't use bots by the way, I got him, and I think his arm was amazing. He's very well built. This was before the sort of change in plastics and things. Obviously this is the early 2000s. He's really heavy. That could be due to the batteries in his backpack, because his light and sound features still work amazingly. And I'm definitely dead chuffed to have him in my collection. The only real Ultra Magnus figure I need to get now is the Masterpiece one, which isn't going to be feasible till next year, because it won't be released till then, and even then it might not be well into mid next year till I get that. Now, this will be probably my last Transformers related video for a while. The reason being that in the next couple of days or so, it could even be before I upload this, I will have a little baby in the house. I will have a son. So free time, spare time is going to be very limited, and I would imagine for the first little while money is going to be a bit limited too. I'm quite excited to have a son, because in the future I'll be able to introduce him to things like Transformers and retro gaming, just gaming in general, but things like that. But I'm not sure where I'll stand when it comes to collecting, whether I'll still have as much passion for it. And you can see with the purchases I've done, I've been very limited. I've become more a sort of focus collector. I'm still thinking about getting shot of a lot of my Prime collection that I built up. I would keep things I got like his birthday presents. Obviously the Ultra Magnus Prime would be getting kept, and my buddy Retro Paul got me the Wheeljack remold of Dead Ends repaint. Be keeping things like that, but maybe just getting shot of the rest of it. I'm not sure. I don't know why I'm thinking that at the moment, to be honest. I think it's probably in my head. I'm panicking about trying to balance money with, the child and bills, and realistically things like my retro gaming and collecting Transformers will be way down the list of priorities from now on. The only sort of main goals collecting wise I have now for them, I definitely will be getting the Masterpiece figures. Twice that's twice my phones went off. but I do still want to try and collect figures. Masterpiece main priority, definitely. Again, buying select Generations figures. I don't like them all, the Generations ones that are coming out. The combiners look really good, and I did enjoy the Fall of Cybertron Brute Chris mould. A lot of people hated it, but I thought for what they achieved, giving you like a massive combiner for retail price, was absolutely fantastic, and you're not going to get that with a proper third party release. But I will be around the Transformers YouTube community. That's where I spend most of my Transformers related time these days. I've been enjoying the debates, sort of taking part in them, particularly the recent one was to buy a KO or not to buy a KO. I'm sort of on the fence. I think if you need to, or you want a KO figure and don't want to pay the price for the official one, then that's your choice. I'm not sure if I'd like that really. I think that's why I'm kind of humming and hawing over having the TFC Neiman, because while he's not a KO technically, he is borrowing IPs from Hasbro and Takara. I do have one more thing to show you. It was my wedding anniversary last Sunday, and as a gift my wife got me the Minimates Knight Rider Super Pursuit Mode figure car with little Minimates Michael Knight in it, and he's already missing a foot. I don't know what's happened. It's either been hoovered up or maybe the cat's ate it. But yeah, I'm going to stop speaking now. I've been waffling on for too long, but well, you probably won't see me on the YouTubes as often. I will try and make videos. I've been speaking to the guys there on the Transformers YouTube community about when do you make videos, when do you get time, now you've got children and things. People like Matt Smasher just gave me tips for like when his child's sleeping and stuff. Okay, I said I was going to stop a couple of seconds ago, and I'm going to now, so until the next time I see you on the YouTube will be I don't know when, but until next time, see you later.